If you're looking for a drill driver that's compact, versatile, and full of features, then stick around for my review of this Bosch FlexiClick 5-in-1 drill driver kit. And oh yeah, I'm going to show you how you can save 90 bucks on this tool as well. Welcome back to the woodshop. If you're new here, my name's Brett. Even if you're not new here, my name's still Brett. This Bosch 12-volt drill driver is a tool that I wish I'd gotten a lot sooner than I actually did. I really don't know how I got by so long without it. This is what I used to use for most of my driving. It's the Masterforce impact driver. If you haven't heard of Masterforce, it's the store brand for Menards, which is my favorite home improvement store. Now, impact drivers definitely have their place. They'll drive a screw fast and firm with a lot of torque. And sometimes that's a problem. They can drive too strong and blow through your material or strip out your screw head. So about a year ago I went looking for a driver with a clutch so I could dial back the torque. And I came across this Bosch 12-volt 5-in-1 kit, and I've been very happy with it. This is now my go-to driver for pretty much every project in my shop and out on the job site. Let's take a closer look at what comes in this kit. And before I forget, I've provided a link in the description below this video for where you can get this tool for a deep discount, as well as some other helpful links. In this soft-sided shaving kit, you get the drill driver itself, of course, not one, but two lithium-ion 12-volt 2 amp-hour batteries, a keyless chuck drill attachment, a locking bit holder attachment, a right angle attachment, an offset angle attachment, and the 12-volt charger. Normally my driver is sitting out somewhere on my workbench because I'm using it, and in its place I keep a dedicated kit of assorted bits in this carrying case. That way, if I'm taking this with me, I've always got my bits ready to go, and I'll leave the charger out and put the tool in there, and it's all self-contained. I really like this quick change magnetic bit holder with the sleeve that slides out to hold your screw. First, let's talk about the drill driver itself. Without any of the included attachments, it has a magnetic tool holder that's a permanent part of the basic tool. So you can insert a hex drill or driver bit right here, and the magnet will hold it in place. The head of this driver is super compact compared to a lot of its competitors, so you can get into some pretty tight spaces. Because it's so compact, it's also lightweight and well balanced. The weight of the tool sits on top of your thumb, which is the stronger part of your hand, and the 12-volt battery fits right into the grip, so it's not hanging below your pinky like some other cordless models. Both of those features helps reduce hand fatigue with prolonged use. I won't go into a bunch of the specs because that information can easily be found on the web, but I will tell you that it has 265 inch-pounds of torque and weighs about 1.4 pounds without the battery. So it has a pretty good power to weight ratio. On top, there's a variable speed switch, and next to that is the clutch, where you can dial in your torque so you don't overdrive your screws. For me, that comes in especially handy when driving pocket hole screws. It's really easy to overdrive pocket hole screws and ruin your piece. I usually set my clutch between 5 and 10, depending on the material, but you can dial it up to 20 if you need more power. Or you can set it to full drive if you're drilling, or you just don't want the clutch to slip. Just above the trigger is a built-in LED work light that actually stays on for about 10 seconds after you release the trigger, which is a benefit you don't find in some models. And there's a battery life indicator on the side. It doesn't have a belt clip like these other tools do, but what it can do, because it's so small, it'll fit in one of your pockets of your tool belt, or in your hammer loop. Although I'm not sure that I would trust that to stay there, and it's kind of a struggle to get it out, so skip the hammer loop. But it will fit in a pocket pretty easily, even the small one. The unique feature that really sets this tool apart is the FlexiClick system of interchangeable heads. They're really quick and easy to change out. You just line up the hex drive and turn the locking ring clockwise, and that clicks into place. We already talked about the magnetic bit holder. This bit holder is what drives the hex drive shaft for each of the other 4 heads. In addition to the clutch, which we already talked about, another feature I was looking for in a driver was a right angle attachment. Now they make aftermarket right angle attachments, but this kit comes with one. So this is just as easy to click into place. This helps you get into awkward spaces where driving straight isn't an option. And once you click the right angle attachment into place, You can easily change the angle to 16 different positions without removing the head. You just pull it away from the body and turn it to whatever angle you need. And similar to the head of the drill itself, it has a magnetic bit holder to hold the bits. And the right angle attachment will also accept any of the other 3 attachments, so you can use them in combination to further expand the versatility. The second function is a keyless chuck. This has a 3/8" chuck, so it'll cover most light to medium duty drilling tasks. And it has nice deep grooves in the sleeve of the chuck, so it's easy to get a good grip on it to tighten it down on your bit. The third attachment is a low profile locking hex bit holder that slides back so you can insert your bit and then release it to lock the bit into place. The fourth attachment is arguably the one that makes this tool the greatest value, and that's the offset angle attachment. That allows you to get very close to the edge and still drive or drill straight in. This head also can be set to 16 different positions to help you get into very tight corners. The center of the bit holder actually gets within about 1/2 inch of the adjacent surface, compared to over 1 inch for most other models. Now let's talk about a couple of use case scenarios. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate on the project that I'm currently working on. Were you wondering what this project is behind me? I've got a link to that video up here in the corner. You can save that to your watch later list if you're interested. Normally I'd be using 2 different tools to first drill a pilot hole and then another one to drive the screws. But with these different attachments, you can have the drill bit in the keyless chuck and the screwdriver bit in the locking bit holder and just swap out the heads on this same tool. Now let's say you want to install some small angle brackets. Normally you wouldn't be able to drill straight in because the head of the drill forces you to come at it from an angle. Same with driving the screws. But with this offset angle attachment, you can get within about 1/2 inch from the adjacent surface and drive your screws straight in. Try doing that with a regular drill. Now you might be saying, okay Brett, so you can finesse little screws into tight spaces with the Bosch, but what about the other end of the spectrum? How much power does it have to drive bigger screws? So I tried driving number 9 3 1/8" screws into framing lumber, and the Bosch handled that no problem. Then I used the right angle and the offset to do the same, and I was able to drive those just as well. The last test I did was to use a 1-inch spade bit to drill into framing lumber, with the locking bit, the right angle, and the offset, and they all performed equally well. Now let's talk about price. I don't know when you'll be watching this, it could be years from now, but at the time of shooting, the regular retail price is $219 for this Bosch 5-in-1 drill driver kit. But right now, it's on sale at Amazon for $129. That's a really good deal. That's a $90 savings. You don't have to use my affiliate link to get that deal. You could go directly to Amazon right now and find that same price. But if you want to support my channel, please consider using any of the affiliate links in the description below this video. There's no additional cost to you, but if you do use that link, then Amazon will give me a small commission, and that's just Amazon's way of saying thanks for sending us a customer. And what that does is enable me to take time away from my regular work to provide more free content for you guys. I hope you found this review helpful, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it with your buddies who might find this information useful as well. And that'll let YouTube know that they should share this video with more good folks like yourself. And over here I've queued up some more tool review videos for you to watch next. Until next time, my friend, be safe and love each other. It's the store brand for Menards, which is my favorite Home Depot. It's the store brand for Menards, which is my favorite Home Depot. No, not Home Depot.